Kashner.
Here.
Vice President, Mr. Persing.
Here.
Secretary, Mr. Anderson.
Here.
Treasurer, Mr. Shuey. Mr. Cook.
Here.
Mr. Griffiths.
Here.
Mrs. Miller. Here. Mrs. Smoogen. Here. Mr. Sosnowski.
Student recognition.
Okay, we have Mr. Hockenbrock has some students of the month here tonight.
Yep. Middle school, Layla Allman. If you would like to go to the stand here. Oh, the mic's over here.
You go ahead.
I'm Lila Oliman, and
Tell us what you do at the school and what you're
Some
involved in.
of your activities.
I do soccer and softball for the school, and I'm also doing swimming for Stingrays.
Nice.
Do you have any hobbies?
No, not, I do, that's all, I do sports and that's it. My math.
Good job.
Thank you.
And high school student Arjun Govardhan.
Hi, good evening. My name is Arjun Govardhan. I recently graduated from Shamokin Area High School. And I just recently moved here, so this award was the least of my expectations. But with the little time I had here, I was able to volunteer as a coach for the soccer team here, join the futsal club, join the history club, and write a journal for the history major that they published, as well as be invited to be a student assistant in the classroom for a newly developed project that's still occurring.
Where do you plan on going to school?
I plan to go to Bloomsburg University, and nothing would be possible without my family, especially my mother. They've always pushed me to excel beyond my own expectations, because that's really the only thing that stops me, my own confidence. So yeah, that's why I just want to say most of the credit and applause for anything that I do, and even this accomplishment goes to my family.
Wow. Very nice.
Good eye.
What's your major going to be? What are you majoring?
Major?
Yeah.
Accounting.
Accounting. Very nice.
Nice job.
Must be smart.
That's the students.
Okay, that's our students of the month. We'll go, and then they'll give the report after.
If you guys want to go, you can. You don't have to stay the whole thing.
Students of the month are welcome to stay. If you want to hang out at a school board meeting, that's great. If not, you can certainly leave. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
We're done with citizens' comments. Anybody?
Citizens' comments?
Step up to the mic, sir.
My name is Bob Getchy, and I served on this board for 20 years. And I'd like to know why Mr. Sosnowski Jr. is serving on this board. I wrote a letter to Harrisburg. He got caught stealing up at Walmart. He embarrassed his school, and he don't step down. And I don't know who's backing him on this board, but that's a shame. He's embarrassing his school. And I'm telling you, I'm going to come back every time things like this happen in the school. He shouldn't be sitting on this board. And I know there's a couple here, people that's backing him for it. But it's wrong. He's disgracing our school. We have enough problem with our school. We have a bad name. You know that for years we tried to clean it up. Guys like that aren't cleaning it up. He should be off the board, and I wrote a letter to Harrisburg. I'm not through with this yet. He shouldn't serve for 5 more months. That's all I got to say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Citizens' comments? Okay. Work session agenda.
Okay, we have principals here to give principal reports.
So we made it through the end of the year. Everything was completed successfully, and we proudly celebrated our graduation class of 2023, and I want to wish them all good luck in their future. And I just want to take a moment to thank all the staff members that helped make it possible, because without them, it would it couldn't be pulled off. And especially to our class advisors, Sandy Rosnock and Shannon Anderson. Dave Petrovich did a great job getting the grounds ready. And just take a moment to recognize our guidance counselors, Des McCabe and Matt Weller. Day in and day out, everything they do, it's just, I don't know if everybody really truly knows what their job entails. I mean, I still don't know everything they do because they do so much, and I just can't thank them enough for everything. Summer school, we're now on week 2. We have about 120 students attending summer school right now. Our office is buzzing around, getting ready for next year. Teachers are beginning to look at PSSA results, and we'll be working hand in hand with them to try to continually improve for our future students. Unfortunately, we did lose a few staff members this year. We're going to be working hard to replace them. And all those that are leaving for whatever reason, thank you for your years of services, and good luck to you in the future. Our scheduling should be done here shortly, and our guidance counselors will reach out to everybody and let them know when it's done. Thinking about next year already, our back-to-school night scheduled for August 17th. That's a Thursday, and I'll make sure to send out more information later this summer. Last thing, I just want to take a moment and say thank you to Rick Kashner. He's our outgoing athletic director. It's been an absolute pleasure working with Rick, and I want to wish him well in his retirement. And then I want to say welcome to Bill Clark, our incoming athletic director. And he wants everybody to know to just remember, if there's any complaints, still contact Mr. Kashner for that. But on a serious note, he does want me to remind
This
parents.
Mr. Rick Kashner.
Mr. Rick Kashner. It's funny seeing Rick on the other side of the desk now. He smiles more now than ever. But he was awesome to work with. We're going to miss him. But Bill does want the parents and students to know, August 14th, we'll be hosting a health fair, and that's for all parents, students, and coaches. It's a great opportunity to come and learn more about the importance of making healthy choices. And also on July 13th will be fall physicals. So make sure parents and students, you make sure to come out and get that taken care of. We're looking forward to fall sports. I know teams are getting together and doing things now and working hard. So always a positive and great time of year. And just once again, thanks again to the superintendent, Mr. Venna, and our school board. And we're looking forward to working with you all again next year, and hopefully you'll have another successful year.
Okay, thank you,
I
Mr.
do have one question. Thank you, Mr. Hockenbrock. 120 summer school students. Is that a typical number? Are we higher? And the reason I'm asking, is that a residual effect of COVID?
Yeah, so it's, in the past, they had to pay to come. So we were usually hovered right around, a little under 100, around 100, and we see a little bit more. Like I think originally we had 130, 140 signed up, and they're not very serious about it. But it's about average for the last couple of years, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, Mr. Carnuccio.
All right, so the elementary, same thing. Month of May was extremely busy at the end of the year. A lot of field trips that went on and other things. But they all went off without a hitch. There's no complaints, no issues. We had K-6 went to Knoebels, and all the kids that went had a great time. We had our 4th and 6th grade went to Bloomsburg University for a STEM trip. And actually, Bloomsburg reached out and contacted us how well behaved their students were for that trip. And we also held kindergarten graduation on May 23rd. We had 2 actually ceremonies, I guess you could say. So we split it up to have 2 ceremonies, and that was actually worked out a lot better seating wise. We have summer school, just like the high school going on, started last Monday. We have 43 students attending summer school. So they're working hard, walk by classrooms up there, and you see the kids working hard, and teachers working with them, so that's good to see. Some dates, well actually no, we'll go back to summer. We are gearing up for some new stuff coming up, and I'm sure Mr. Kiefer mentioned that when he comes in August, but we do have a new math curriculum coming in next school year in Vision. So we're looking at that. We're working to get a schedule together to accommodate that math curriculum into our schedule. So we're looking at a schedule for that for mostly our 5th and 6th grade who does rotations. They're not a self-contained classroom. They do rotations. So we've got to kind of look at a schedule to make sure we can accommodate the 75 minutes minimum that we're required per day for this new math curriculum. Some dates to look at. We have our pre-K orientation is Monday, August 7th. That's at 9 o'clock. Our kindergarten orientation will be Thursday, August 17th. We don't have a time yet, but we're thinking probably around 5:36. But we'll get that out once we have an exact time for that. Our Meet the Teacher teacher nights, we have Tuesday, August 15th is our first, third, and fifth grades, and that will start at 5:30 with first grade, 6:15 with third grade, and then 7 o'clock with fifth grade. And then Wednesday, August 16th is our second, fourth, and sixth at the same time. Again, second grade at 5:30, fourth grade with 6:15, and sixth grade with 7 o'clock. And I just want to reiterate what Mr. Hockenbrock said. I want to thank all our staff, from our janitors, custodians, aides, cafeteria workers, secretaries, teachers. It was a tough year. It was challenging, especially with COVID and the kids. But they all pulled together and made it a great year, and they just do a great job. I don't think they get enough credit, our staff sometimes. We get beat down for a lot of things, but our staff, really great staff, and they did an awesome job. I just want to thank all of them for just having another great year. That's it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thanks,
Joe.
Yep.
Okay, that's it.
Moving on to old business. A motion to approve item 5.01.
Motion.
Second.
On the question. That was a question?
Voice vote.
Oh, yeah. For as many of those who are in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. We have a motion to approve item 5.02.
Motion. Second.
On the question. As many of those who are in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. May I have a motion to approve item 5.03?
Motion. Second.
Roll call, please. Oh, on the question first. Roll call, please.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Kashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smugian?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Moving on to new business. May I have a motion to approve item 6.01?
Motion.
Second.
On the question? As many of those who are in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. Motion to approve item 6.02.
Motion. Second.
On the question. As many of those who are in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. Motion to approve item 6.03.
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Kashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smugian?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Motion to approve item 6.04.
Motion. Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Kashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smugian?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve item 6.05?
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smugian?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Kashner?
Yes. May I have a motion to approve item 6.06?
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smugian?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Kashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve item 6.07?
Motion. Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Smugian?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Kashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
I have a motion to approve item 6.08.
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Confused a little bit here. Is that,
Don't I get 2 nines? Sorry.
okay, so I just gotta skip and make so 9, the next time be 10. So that I didn't-
Or make it 6.09A, so you don't, yeah.
Okay. Okay, may I have a,
B?
what's that?
On A and 6 on B.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, we'll do it that way.
okay. May I, so I have to re-motion that, right? Because I have a motion to approve item 6.09A
Motion.
Second.
on the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
I have a motion to approve item 6.09B
Motion.
Second.
on the question. As many of those are in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. Motion to approve item 6.10.
Motion. Second.
On the question. As many of those are in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. Motion to approve item 6.11.
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve item 6.12.
Motion. Second.
On the question.
Yeah, I just have a quick question. I didn't get a chance to ask this in an exec session, but this law, or this engagement letter, I said it said social media. Is that what this is? And this is something that is in reference to anything in particular, or is it just something that's kind of standard that school districts are doing?
It's very similar to the litigation that was brought against, I'm trying to think. Well, rather than analogize, they're suing social media companies because they allege that a whole group of school districts have incurred costs
Okay,
to deal with kids who have been damaged by social media exposure.
all right, okay.
Especially since we now know that some of the social media companies know that, you know, they have data internally that suggests that their product is harmful to kids. School districts have incurred costs in the form of, faculty and support staff to deal with those issues.
Right, okay.
So they're bringing litigation against them. It's a contingent fee basis. You know,
Yeah, I saw that.
They recover, we
Yeah,
recover.
right, okay, yep, okay, thank you.
Anybody else on the question? Roll call, please.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
We have a motion to approve item 6.13.
Motion. Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes. We have a motion to approve or disapprove item 6.14, disapprove item 6.14.
Motion to approve. Second.
And waive the per diem. Motion to approve and waive fees.
Motion to approve and waive
Waive.
fee. Second.
That's your second, okay. On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve item 6.15?
Motion.
Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve item 6.16?
Motion. Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve item 6.17?
Motion.
Second.
On the question. As many of those who are in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. I'm going to motion to approve item 6.18.
Motion.
Second.
On the question. As many of those who are in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, no. Motion carries unanimously. Motion to approve item 6.19.
Motion. Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve item 6.20?
Motion. Second.
On the question. Roll call, please. Yes, sir.
Change 6.2 on to roll call vote.
Okay, roll call 6.20.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
May I have a motion to approve item 6.21? Roll call.
Roll call for this.
Motion to approve item 6.21.
Motion. Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths? Mr. Griffiths?
Mr. Griffith. Yes. Planning my next move.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to personnel agenda. Is there a motion to approve all personnel items in motion 7.01 through 7.19 as listed?
Motion. Second.
On the question. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Persing?
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mr. Cook?
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths?
Yes.
Mr. Cashner?
Yes. Okay, board member reports?
I don't have a report, but a statement. I know it's been numerous times where our kids go on trips, and one of the districts or someplace calls to say how well-behaved our kids are. I mean, that's happened, and that takes a lot for, to be noticed that a school or a venue would call to single the school out. I mean, sometimes our kids get a bad rap, like that young man there. How proud do you think his parents are?
Yeah.
You know, so I think our kids do pretty good. They represent the area well.
Agreed.
So,
Eric, you have anything?
Yeah, I just want to say, graduation was great. All the graduations were fantastic. It's really nice to see the kids celebrate like that at the end. And the speeches were nice and uplifting. So it was a really proud moment.
And they weren't long. Speeches weren't long, Mr. Hockenrock.
Somebody's was longer than mine.
It did well.
Told them about it.
combination for the administration. You know, and this school year went very smoothly, you know, another fantastic school year, so looking forward to what you all bring next year.
Yeah,
He's
just,
cutting it next year.
Hello.
I just want to say a shout out to all administrators and teachers and staff that has done a great job this year. And, you know, we thank you for that and all your contributions, and looking forward to the new year coming very soon, very quickly. So thank you for all your.
It's July.
Yeah, it's almost July. So thank you for all your efforts this year, and
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Thank you. Anybody else have any reports?
I'd just like to echo those comments, and off of what Ed said. I mean, we've had multiple times where we've taken our volleyball team to different locations, and we've gotten compliments always about our kids. And that's a reflection on the parents, it's a reflection on the administration and the teachers, and I really do think we do a great job with our kids, and I think our kids are great. So, yep.
Agree. Okay, anybody else? All right, an executive session was held for personnel issues on Monday, June 12th, 2023, from 6 p.m. to 7:54 p.m., and Tuesday, June 20th, 2023, from 5:30 p.m. to 7:33 p.m. prior to the regular monthly board meeting. Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
All those in favor, I'm sure. Unanimous.